So a hailstorm just hit your house. You're a little bit freaked out. You don't know if you have damages or not. Here's what you can do to protect yourself, to make sure that the damages get fixed and that you don't get scammed by a fly-by-night company. Whenever there's a hailstorm, at least here in Texas, there are people lined up like along I-35 or wherever, and they know where the hail is supposed to hit in the general area, and they park there and they wait. And when it hits, people come and knock the neighborhood, roofers come and knock on your door. And so you just had a storm, you have all this damage, and all of a sudden all these people are knocking on your door. And it can cause a little bit of panic, like, oh my gosh. The first rule of thumb is that the little marble-sized hail or smaller isn't usually enough to do damage to your roof. And so it takes about golf ball size or bigger before you even have to worry about it. Of course, it never hurts to have a roofer look at it, but that's the point at which you need help. If you feel safe getting on your own roof, if you don't feel safe, don't get up there. If you call a local roofing company right away, they're going to have people who are trained and skilled and can come out and look at your roof and tell you if you have damage or not. But if you would like to get up there and look, you need to know what you're looking for. With an asphalt shingle, you're usually looking for impact marks where the grit have been removed. And most insurance companies want more than, usually they're looking for 10 hits in a 10 foot by 10 foot square. And so you're looking for more than one or two, you're looking for several. When I first started in the business, I honestly didn't know what a hail hit was. I didn't know the difference between a hail hit or shingles blister and they have pops on them, or they can be hit by trees or just old age. And I had no idea what I was looking at, and it took me a long time to learn. So as a homeowner, if you're not used to assessing it, you might not know that it's hail damage. I would definitely encourage you to have a professional look at it. But if you want to go take a look-see yourself, I mean, there's no harm in that. Just don't fall down. When they knock on your door, part of their goal is to instill a little bit of panic in you so that you feel like you have to fix it right now. Oh my gosh, you know, your roof is destroyed. And that's actually not the truth. Your insurance carrier generally, I mean, they're all different. You have to read your policy, but most of them say you at least have 6 months. Most of them say you have a year. Some of them say that you have 2 years to get the damage repaired. And unless the hail is baseball size, you're probably not going to have water damages to your house right away. Hail is a slow process, but you have all these people knocking on your door and you're trying to figure out what to do. I mean, who do you hire? And these people, generally, they're salespeople, and so they're very good at what they do. They're usually very good looking, very personable. What's frightening is that they're really good. And they will, the people who have gone to prison, the people who have been arrested, the people who have been caught, they're usually super slick, and their victims are like, man, I felt like he was my son-in-law. He seemed to know so much, and they do know a lot. And so I think it's hard to know. If you really like somebody, I think I would take their card. I would research their company after they leave. I wouldn't sign anything. Don't sign anything. They're skilled at what they do, and what they are, their job is to go out and sign contracts. And a lot of times they want you to sign what's called a contingency agreement, saying that you will hire them to fix your roof. And you know what? Sometimes that works out great for the homeowner, but there are so many instances where that doesn't work out great. Either a bigger storm comes and they go chase that and they leave. They do poor quality on your roof because they don't care about the long term. They're only there to collect the money, collect the insurance proceeds, and move on. And their reputation isn't at stake because they don't live there. And so for me, and I would do this with anybody that you're hiring to do work in your home, not just roofing, but you would want somebody who's a local company, who's going to be around, who cares about you, and who cares about the product that they put on there because they care about their reputation, and somebody who's going to be around. A lot of roofing companies go bankrupt. I mean, the average is that most roofing companies, I think it's like 80% go bankrupt between years 3 and 5. And so are they going to be around to service it if there's an issue? And those are the things that I would look for. Online reviews, they make it look like they are local. They go and get a local phone number. I mean, it's easy to get. We know that nowadays. They go and get a local phone number. They go and get business cards printed at Vistaprint or whatever. And so they look legit. And so do some research and make sure that you've got a good company. There are good companies that knock on your door.